in May, I closed out the month with this deep dive video giving Housewives fans their very first look at the new cast for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. In that video, I covered a lot of ground, and I honestly feel like I did my big one, giving y'all the rundown about why I am so happy with Bravo's casting choices for the new season. However, since then, we've had quite the shakeup, with the housewife walking away from the show mid-season. And honestly, that changes everything.
Well...
It's Justin Diego back with another binge-worthy video. And today, I've got to circle all the way back and talk about the new Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16 cast again, because that incident involving Kenya Moore that ultimately led to her no longer being a part of the show really has caused quite a shift. And since I've made that video, I have learned so much more about our girls, so let's get into it.
Shady,
If you watch my very first video, then you already know that when Bravo first announced this huge Real Housewives of Atlanta cast shakeup after season 15, Housewives fans were literally on the edge of our seats waiting to hear if our faves would carry on or get the chop. So when they finally announced the new cast, everything got so real. Yes, Bravo initially announced that Porsha Williams, Kenya Moore, and Drew Sidora would be joined by new cast members, including longtime friend of the show, Shamea Morton Mwangi, as well as Brittany Eady Kelli Ferrell, and Angela Oakley. At that time, I pointed out that we had lost 6 whole housewives if you add last year's friends of the show to the list of girls who are not coming back for the next season.
What?
And y'all already know I was so happy when Cynthia Bailey confirmed that there would be 7 peach holders this year, setting things up for a downright historic new season. But then Kenya Moore had to go and mess it up.
Thank you, binge-worthy. Purple hearts if we want to see, this beautiful salon.
But we're not gonna get too far into that right now. But be sure to stick around till the very end of this video because we've got a lot of grounds to cover. And be sure to keep your prayers going for Team Twirl, y'all, because we are still going through it.
The dramatics, I can't take it. Hey, mommy, you a hottie, got a body, yummy, yummy. You so naughty, acting funny, you so sweet, got me. Yeah, I'm sprung, got me. Get excited when you coming, get ignited when you coming. You don't gotta tell her nothing. Hot, damn, shorty, spicy, chili, pricey, really icy. Kill it and she got the license.
In my very first video about the girls, I said that Kelli Ferrell really seemed to be super qualified to be casted for the new era of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Kelli has an amazing online presence and she is always moving and shaking around the city.
Hot, damn, shorty, spicy.
I can't wait to inspire the next woman to not give up.
It's the entrepreneurial spirit and the fab type bitch energy for me. Kelli is originally from Maryland, but she's now an ATLian, making a name for herself by using her culinary expertise to launch a cookbook titled Cooking with Kelli, and she was able to launch her very first restaurant named Nana's Chicken and Waffles here in Atlanta.
If you make this at home and you don't like it, you are not human.
Now, when I was originally doing my research for my first video, I did notice that the internet mentioned that Kelli had opened her restaurant alongside her husband initially, but as I was doing my research, I could not find pictures of them together.
In my mind, I secretly hope they get back together.
And I also noticed that there were no videos of them promoting the family business together. Unfortunately, I can confirm that Kelli is actually in the process of a divorce right now, which makes her story very relatable to both Drew Sidora and Porsha Williams. And I have a feeling that this is something that we will definitely learn more about on the show. I honestly just hope that things have not gotten too messy, but from the looks of things, this has not broken Kelly's spirit, as her vibrant personality literally exudes from the screen, giving you no choice but to love her.
I'd say I'm surprised, but I know who you are. I've seen it up close and personal. Girl, you make me so proud, and I love you.
I also learned that Kelly is actually friends with another one of the new housewives named Brittany Eady. And that makes me really, really happy, y'all, because I feel like we can all agree that it sucks when like the girls don't really like each other for real. Shout out to Bravo for choosing at least some of the girls who are actually real friends in real life before they even joined the actual friend group on the show. And from what I can tell on the internet, it is definitely giving real life besties in real life. And y'all, I am obsessed.
She got me in the Waffle House.
Can't get that ass out of my mind. She understand the excitement, feel the excitement. Baby, I can't hide it. You like a drug, you keep me high up. You go crazy.
I'm very excited to be an Atlanta housewife and of course a peach holder. And I look forward to these good vibes this season.
Since my first video, y'all, my good sis has been the biggest trending topic. And while I love that for her, I can't help but peep how it's kind of giving Brit Eady versus everybody.
I'm not liking that.
Yeah, now before we get into the drama, I want to clarify that in my first video, I talked about how Brit was engaged in the pandemic, but I found out that she is actually married now. So my hopes for a lavish Bravo wedding next season have faded, but I love seeing the two of them loving on each other all over the gram. Because I know how much you guys really enjoy seeing actual wives on the show, and y'all make that very, very clear.
Sometimes.
Always?
Not always, no. Sometimes. That means sometimes.
I've also learned that Brit is stepping into a whole new venture and launching a new shapewear brand named Bare and Naked, which I think is perfect for this bombshell because she's always giving face and body. And I'm so glad that she's sharing some of her tips and tricks with the girls. Now, Brit recently hosted a soft launch event here in Atlanta, and I was able to get us a bit of an inside scoop, y'all, and I found out that Kelli Ferrell, Shamea Morton, Porsha Williams, Drew Sidora, and Angela Oakley were all in attendance and there to support Brit Eady in the launch of this new venture. Now, the theme of the event was really, really cute, with our girls serving us looks for this country club classic event. And it looks like they had a really cute cocktail hour, played some golf, and enjoyed the vibes. But they are not slick. I just know that there had to be some sort of drama, and I already know that some of you guys are probably wondering, where is Cynthia Bailey and where is Kenya Moore? I mean, I don't know. Y'all be acting like I have all the answers as if I know everything. I mean, yeah, I got sources, but they ain't that good. But I know that you guys have been waiting for me to really do a deep dive and really talk about the elephant in the room, huh? Because I guess there are honestly some people who don't really be following the pages, don't really follow all of my videos, and they might be wondering what really went down with Kenya Moore.
You don't think you said all this stuff?
Hold on, let Candy talk.
Your asses don't take saying.
Okay, well, I actually thought that Brit would be one of the girls that got along with everybody. And boy, was I wrong.
Fuck you, and fuck you. Whose name?
Apparently, there was some sort of an altercation between Brit Eady and Kenya Moore that allegedly happened before Kenya's hair spa event back in June. From my understanding, it's at this event that Kenya Moore was alleging that Brit reportedly threatened her with a flower arm. You get what I'm putting down? And this is allegedly what motivated Kenya to come up with her master plan of revenge.
I have to say I'm very disappointed.
Now let me just say this. These are huge allegations, and if this incident really did happen, I would expect Bravo to do the right thing and make sure that Kenya's security is definitely a top priority, and I would expect them to do whatever it takes to condemn this behavior and to take disciplinary action. However, at the same time, I couldn't help but think back to that viral story about how a group of people pulled up on Kenya Moore at her house, and she pulled out her own flower arm and handled that situation like a pro.
Okay, look, there's only one way to say this. I'm gonna get real with y'all right now. I just had 3 come to my front door and knock on it. I didn't know who they were. They climbed over my fence where I live and came and thought it was a good idea to say, "Hi, Kenya." Like, you are on my mother property and you are trespassing because you climbed over my fence to get over here. Even though it's under construction, you can't crawl over it to get to me. This over here is on high alert. We're on level orange up in this bitch. If you come over here, you come to my door, you can find out where I live, please do. Because if you come over here, you're gonna get a mother cap in your ass. No. Who are you? What are you doing here? You are gonna get a tap in your ass. I will shoot and I will ask questions later. Try it. I will be pulling the security footage and I will be getting your license plates and I will be prosecuting you for trespassing. You come over here, you're gonna go to jail and you might get a whipping on your way to get shot.
Whoa! All right.
And when I made this viral TikTok at the time, my intention was to show people that Kenya Moore likely wouldn't be all that intimidated by anyone caring because she has made it clear that she has her own piece and she isn't afraid to use it to protect herself.
I'm just saying. Okay, sorry.
But people completely missed my point and just flooded me with a whole lot of comments about how the footage was so old.
You're dumb.
Now, I know that I haven't really done this yet here on my channel, so I just want to take you guys back to the actual Kenya Moore hair care event or Kenya Moore hair spa event so that we can unpack everything that happened, or at least everything we know now about how it all went down, and we can just be done with this until it airs on the show. I mean, it looks like a huge production, and I feel like Kenya really left no stone unturned.
Thank you so much for coming out. Really good to see you all.
Y'all, the whole city was definitely glowing purple this day, with former friend of the show, Manyata Shaw, and rumored Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 16 cast members, Akila and Ming Lee, all coming out to get the ultimate Kenya Moore hair spa experience.
Dang! Proud of you.
And y'all, when I saw these photos of Miss Lawrence sitting pretty with our supermodel Cynthia Bailey, I almost teared up a little bit because it was definitely reminding me of the good old days.
Superstars! Hey, Kenya Moore! Hey, Kenya Moore! Hey!
It was giving that this is the all-cast scene of the season. It is giving Real Housewives of Atlanta is back. And Porsha knows exactly how to make an entrance, giving Real Housewives of Atlanta fans exactly what we want to see, especially the ones who really are excited to see Kenya and Porsha together as the new dynamic duo that we always wanted.
And you look amazing, by the way. We're loving the look. Tell me more about this look. I have to ask. It's gorgeous.
So different for me. It's not my norm.
I love it though.
But it's really fun. It's really fun. I've been doing some different things here lately, but I have to say, you know, this is probably one of my third events for Kenya, and this is such a great place. Our friendship is at such a great place. So I was really happy to be able to come and support.
Drew Sidora showed up eventually with her sister after locking Ralph down in the basement, child. And then Kenya gave this beautiful speech.
Oh my God. So thank you first obviously to God for allowing me to have the resources, have the desire, have the motivation to open an establishment where all can feel welcome, can be pampered, and can feel empowered. So thank you so much to that. Thank you, Jehovah, for my daughter, Brooklyn.
Let them know.
Who is the love of my life, where everything that I do is motivated from the love I have for my child. So thank you again for just blessing me, blessing this occasion, and please continue to cover my family, cover my friends, cover everyone in this world who's trying to empower other people and other women. I thank you, God. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for Kenya Moore Hair Spa.
And it was definitely giving, let me show these girls how to give looks, serve opulence and Black excellence, and let me show the world why I am this Real Housewives of Atlanta legend and why I am still standing strong after all these years. This event was truly the hottest ticket in town, and even though there were a lot of people looking to see Kenya Moore hair care fail, I was so proud of her, and I wasn't the only one.
She already has a wonderful line with Kenya Moore Hair Care. Yeah. Now for us to have Kenya Moore Hair Spa in Atlanta is amazing, and I'm so happy for her.
Y'all, from the looks of it, everything was going perfect.
Having your friends coming out here to really support you and cheer you on, what does that mean, especially for this year?
It means everything, you know, girl power, and it's really nice to be in the company of women that want to celebrate you and to give you your flowers while you're still here.
Oh my God. Not this, Kenya. I really do not like this, and I really didn't want to believe it, but when I saw these posters, I was like, no.
What? What's not clicking here?
And then, y'all, somebody leaked this actual audio from inside the event that really makes this whole story completely undeniable.
Because I shared with her that I have been struggling. I have been struggling in the salon to get people in these seats. You are paying all Brittany done there's an IG who put her emails out on fast. She charged $1,400 for an appointment. You not only are cheap, you all cover the magazines, being the cover the magazines. You all of those things, okay? You over here on Snapchat. Your Gotti was like, Snapchat me that
Mama, this is garbage.
To be clear, y'all, I was not at the event, and honestly, I was avoiding looking at all of the leaked photos and videos from inside the event because I originally wanted to do what I normally do and take you guys inside and use those videos and photos to like really paint the picture. So I was over here having serious FOMO because I really wanted to be in the room.
Pass.
But when Kenya's photographer, Eric Robinson, started trending after a now deleted tweet where he said, "I am still trying to recover. I couldn't even take a photo. My mouth fell to the floor and I am just in awe." Like, that was the damnest scene probably ever filmed in the franchise.
Wait! What is the tea? The girls are fighting!
With Drew Sidora also joining the conversation, making this tweet that further corroborated the shocking alleged incident between Brit Eady and Kenya Moore, talking about, "I'm flabbergasted and floored," with the brain blowed emoji. And Michelle Brown from Straight From the A was covering the entire event from outside Kenya Moore Hair Spa, and she got the tea that even though there were not any press photos of Brit Eady actually at this event, she did in fact show up and filmed a very short scene with her bestie Kelly.
Brit was there, honey. Brit was there. Brit was there. I don't know why they saying Brit wasn't there.
This is not real. This is not real. This is not real.
Oh, y'all, the tea was piping hot, and when I tell you, I was over here punching the air, like I was tearing the air up, because the way that I would have put together a nasty video taking you guys inside this event and making sure that I gave you guys all the piping hot tea. Ugh. And later, Kenya's photographer, Eric, went live on the gram, adding more fuel to the fire and further adding to the speculation that something crazy really went down at this event.
When I tell you what we experienced today was crazy. I said, heard some people from Atlanta, heard from some people. Fallon wasn't even there. Fallon was not there. No, but it was crazy. Like, no, I'm not even being dramatic. It was like your mouth gonna fall through the doors of hell. Like when I tell you, it really is. It was crazy.
Let the games begin.
By the next day, news publications had started to pick up this story, with the news of the launch of Kenya Moore Hair Spa being completely overshadowed by this story of Kenya doing the unthinkable at her own event, with everybody wondering how the hell could this happen as reports began to come out that Bravo had to shut down production.
You make me feel like I'm losing control. I've never been so high, and just so you know.
Finally, after more than 24 hours had passed, the Real Housewives of Atlanta star Brit Eady finally acknowledged this story for the first time, making this really cryptic message on her Instagram that started to shift this conversation from being a matter of moral corruptness to Kenya's alleged actions being a very serious potential legal issue, reminding all of us that in the state of Georgia, distributing images like the ones Kenya allegedly showed at her event is a violation of the law, using the hashtag #StopBullying to further drive home her point.
How many people were scared? Me too.
Before sharing another post on her story that said, "Thank you to everyone who has reached out to me about what took place at the event yesterday. I am still processing the nasty, low, disgusting, vile things that was done to try and hurt me. Bullying and revenge P is never okay, period." And y'all, I was shook to my core once I found out everything that allegedly happened. There was nothing about this incident that was ever funny or cute or binge-worthy to me. And I cannot even begin to express how disappointed I was, not only with Kenya Moore, but with production itself, if they all had some sort of organized plan to make this a stunt for the show.
Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
Oh, I'm feeling low again. They said I owe to them. They don't wanna let it go.
The following day, Kenya Moore broke her silence with this tweet that would set the tone for her stance on this entire situation moving forward, tweeting, "I would never engage in revenge P. I have never distributed private images or footage of anyone, nor solicited images owned by others to use to threaten or blackmail. I have always been vindicated. I can't talk about story even with people planting fake news. Hashtag Sweet 16. And I'm like, girl, nothing about this was sweet though, mama. And you might want to go ahead and touch base with Kandi because she's been kind of saying something a little bit different, and she might be accidentally making it seem like you actually did do this to retaliate on Brit. And she also confirmed that you were suspended, sis. No shade.
Okay, so there's some education that needs to be done. I can see that.
Really hated watching Team Twirl go through the stages of grief in real time, with so many of Kenya's fans literally in denial about all this.
Good night, love.
Tweeting, if y'all really believe Kenya did something like that at her own event, y'all would really believe anything. Just wait for the new season. And people are so quick to believe anything and always assume the worst from Kenya, but she has always been proved right time and time again. With more fans really holding Kenya down, replying, "We know you're smart and that you wouldn't do something like that. You're my girl and I'm always sticking beside you," with the purple heart emoji. And I would never believe that Miss USA would stoop to that level, with the angry emoji and the hand clapping emoji. You better get them. All of those who believe this are delusional. Before another fan chimed in talking about, in the 11 seasons that we've known Kenya on Real Housewives of Atlanta, has she ever shifted the attention away from her and her products at any of her events, ? And Kenya would not leak these photos at her business event. She would do it at another person's event. Like, let's use our brains. Before a Kandi fan chimed in talking about, there are photos and videos galore of everything that happened at Kenya's hair spa event. Yet, quite conveniently, not a single receipt of the allegations of her dropping revenge pee? Let's not fall into this ploy to wrangle in viewers for the next season, folks. And later that evening, Kenya Moore doubled down on Instagram, making this post to her story saying, "Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. The truth always comes to light."
Clap if you have a problem with this.
And then Kenya started teasing this Instagram live video in the days that followed, where she promised to address everything.
So I'm at Kenya Moore Hair Spa. I want you guys to know that this is available to anybody that wants to book time. It is the most perfect way to escape. So I'm here today because I literally need, I need a little bit of, TLC right now.
And instead of finally giving her fans the answers that Team Twirl deserves, Kenya barely even acknowledged the incident, and instead, she used this live to push her victim narrative.
It was totally ridiculous. So fighting the haters, fighting people that drive by and say, "Oh, the salon isn't open." We're open from Thursday to Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Until we build up our clientele, I wanted to make sure that you guys had the most amazing experience. Thank you, Binge Worthy, Purple Hearts, if we want to see, this beautiful salon.
And she saw it as an opportunity to ultimately promote the Kenya Moore Hair Spa, which she should have been doing the first time instead of allegedly doing all that BS. And y'all, something about her using us on that live really, really rubbed me the wrong way.
I'm done. You're not gonna play games with me. I'm not doing this anymore. It's not worth it. I'm dead serious too.
Fast forward a little bit, and news broke that Kenya Moore was officially not going to be coming back for the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16. And while some of us have speculated that she got fired mid-season, new reports came out a few weeks later that said Kenya chose to walk away from the show since she was so disappointed in how Bravo handled the alleged Brit Eady security threats. Even though several outlets have reported that this alleged incident was actually investigated by the powers that be, and they ultimately found no evidence of these alleged threats, and they confirmed that there were never any weapons on set. Which helped me make more sense of this other statement from Brit Eady that reads, "It's never a good feeling being targeted or hazed by someone I thought would embrace me into a new circle that I never met. For the record, I never once had possession of any weapons or threatened anyone ever. I've never even been to jail, in a fight, or even had as much as a speeding ticket. That's not in my character. I am hurt by the narrative that's being displayed. Wrong is wrong."
And it's a lot of different drama this year. I feel like it's gotten a little, if the rumors are true that are out there with the revenge and stuff.
I don't even like how they trying to play Kenya like she trying to do some revenge. Don't start with me, girl. Don't start with me.
Like, you can't, what is this world that we live in?
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Now everybody's ganging up against me. For what? What the f did I do?
Wow.
Lord, it wasn't supposed to be like this, I swear.
I will be your shield in the fiercest battle. I'll defend you from all these arrows, and the sword I wield will keep you from danger. Let me be your shield.
That's right, y'all. We are gathered here today to remember the great Kenya Moore, who we've been fighting to get Bravo to allow her to keep her Real Housewives of Atlanta peach for the last several weeks.
Did I miss something?
I don't know, child.
While this news does not come as much of a surprise, we still give fans the right to mourn such a great loss. Because that means, unfortunately, this is the first time in the Real Housewives of Atlanta history that a housewife has allegedly gotten the boot mid-season, and honestly, I hate that for Kenya. So at this time, we are asking for the congregation to keep Team Twirl in your thoughts and prayers as we navigate this difficult time together.
I will take your place. I will be your shield.
It's really, really hard to say what happens next after this Kenya Moore versus Brittany Eady beef, and it's hard to anticipate how it will all play out on the show. But I think that we can honestly all agree that after that day, it feels like everything changed for season 16 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta.
You don't want to do what?
I don't want to do the show. It's too much. I don't want to do it.
Hold on. We gotta protect the
I don't want to do it.
I want to do it, but I don't want to. We want to do it, but we don't want to do it. Do it.
Now, after the event, it was just a really, really weird time with rumors swirling and fans wondering if the show would have to start all the way over or if Bravo would just go ahead and use this as an excuse to just go ahead and cancel the whole damn show.
Yup. Girl, get up. Girl, get up. Girl, get up.
But then I got word that some of the girls had actually filmed a scene potentially for a rodeo themed party for Porsha's birthday. And I took the biggest sigh of relief, and this led to conversations about what they were going to do to replace Kenya Moore.
God, I hate to see my girl Kenya go out like that, but as an OG, it's kind of hard to sit back and watch the show kind of slowly sink the way it is. So I'm not happy. I don't like it.
Yeah, I thought that this was really, really interesting because Usually TMZ actually is not posted up in Sandy Springs, child, waiting for people who are not even on the show anymore to come out with their groceries for the week.
You got any advice for her going forward?
Advice for Kenya? Listen, Kenya is a savage. I know she's not going down easy or quick, so we just gotta sit back and wait and see what happens, you know?
But these days, honestly, anything can happen.
An OG's presence is always welcome or needed on the series, no matter what capacity. So I never say never. If the coin is right, I just might.
And I was surprised that Sheree was being so friendly with TMZ, but she definitely did gag me when she said that she did not come back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16 because the money wasn't right.
And what do you think that would need to be?
The money. The money. She's all about her money, her paper.
And why'd you leave?
Why did I leave? Because the coin wasn't right.
After that, Sheree made sure to put in even more of an effort to keep us talking, and she actually posted this subliminal shade on her Instagram story talking about alleged scammers on Housewives, ... Interesting, with the crying laughing face emoji.
Y'all kill me with these vague statements. What you trying to say?
And for those of y'all who haven't kept your ears to the streets, I believe that Kenya Moore and some of these blogs out here have been trying to cast doubt on Bravo's decision to cast these new girls, including Brit Eady, from the very beginning. And one of the things that they've been trying to say is that Brittany's insurance company is some sort of a fraud scheme.
Let the games begin.
But I've not really gotten into that because I'm one of those people that I want to believe in our girls, and if she says she does insurance, then baby, sign me up. Sign me up. Like, what do I get out of like trying to make her look stupid? I love you, Sheree, and everything, but let's not act like you are above bringing alleged scammers onto the Real Housewives platform, because you're acting like you didn't have a whole prison bay for season 10, 11, and maybe even season 12.
Are you not ashamed of yourself?
Again, Sheree, I love you, girl, but be so f***ing for real.
What in the entire heck has just happened?
And Brit Eady did not let that shade slide, commenting under the blogs, throwing shade back at Sheree, talking about TMZ in Atlanta, ... Interesting, with the crying laughing face emoji, which was the same ... Interesting with the emoji that Sheree used in her original Shady post. Y'all, I can't help but wonder, do we have a new queen on our hands? Because how are you going down in history as the first new housewife to get an OG, well, basically an OG fired, and then now you got an actual OG pressed about you and she not even on the show?
I'm not saying it's right, but in my mind, that's how it went down.
And after that idea sort of seemed to just fizzle out, Operation Bring Old Faye back seemed to be relaunched for like the 5th time, with Porsha Williams and Phaedra Parks filming together for the very first time since the explosive season 9 drama that changed the show forever. With B. Scott actually reporting that Phaedra Parks was actually deep in discussions about making a mid-season comeback to the show after Kenya Moore's exit.
Oh, bitches on.
Citing her current obligations to Married to Medicine being the only major hang-up to her actually making her Real Housewives of Atlanta return.
I love good news. Love good news. I just love good news.
And Porsha Williams seems to have confirmed these rumors, taking to Instagram Live to literally challenge her fans to demand Bravo to bring old Faye back.
Get Phaedra back. Okay, so we are working. I'm working. I really want Phaedra to find her way back home, okay? I need y'all to go and write Bravo, okay? And let them know that we want Phaedra to come and play, okay? I tend to believe there's enough of Phaedra to go around, okay? She's a traitor star. She's rocking Married to Medicine. Why not come and get this bag over here, sis? Right? Exactly.
I'm back.
She ain't coming in.
Honestly, at first, I was drinking all the Kool-Aid and I was all in for this campaign to try to bring these girls back. But then I thought about it, y'all, and do they really even need to try and replace Kenya Moore at all? It's not like we don't already have 6 other girls plus a friend of the show.
Don't say that.
Comment right now and tell me what you guys think about all this. Were you surprised to see Bravo make such a huge announcement about these girls coming on as official housewives? Also, let me know how you guys feel about everything that happened in the drama with Brittany Eady and Kenya Moore and how it changes everything. I literally cannot wait, y'all, to see what we're gonna be getting for this upcoming season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, even though I am still so annoyed that Bravo is apparently going to be making us wait until 2025 to finally see what our girls are gonna be given. Personally, I feel like they have to give us a tease or something by this November, but it is possible that Married to Medicine will premiere along with Real Housewives of Potomac in November, and then Real Housewives of Atlanta will premiere as they wrap things up around March.
Lord, please let it be no.
I am still so optimistic about the future of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I'm honestly genuinely rooting to see every single one of these girls win. Thank you guys so much for watching this video all the way to the end. It's been so fun deep diving in this video and in my last video and getting to follow these girls and learn them on social media over the last few months so you guys don't have to.
Okay. Oh, huh.
And after watching this follow-up to my original deep dive into the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16, my hope is that you guys feel even more excited about what is to come for season 16 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, because I cannot wait to see what our peach holders are gonna do, and I really hope to see them reclaim their throne. I really, really do. Thanks again so much for watching. I will see all of you guys on the next one.
'Cause I'm the best at it. Top tier, where the rest at? They not here. And when you see what I take it, not many make it. I just kept it real and I ain't never have to fake it. You be looking good, no makeup. I might have to turn you to a baby makeup. Find a little island, do something private. We be chatting now, yeah, you know I'm the flyest. And I can make it feel nice, I'm the best at it. I can hit that thing right, I'm the best at it. I can do it all night, I'm the best at it. No stress at it, yeah. 'Cause I be pulling up, showing out, yeah. I'm the best at it, I'm the best at it. Always catch me up, I ain't never down, no. I'm the best at it, I'm the best at it. Never got a problem, I'm the one that's all